Towards Zhu Wei he says, "Have you ever spared me before?" Without a second thought he snaps his neck and kills Zhu Wei. Huey Wu didn't actually believe that Kaiying could kill him, he underestimated Kaiying. Zhu Wei Pet enters berserk mode as he lost his master. He tries attacking Kaiying but he dodges the attack using spatial shift. Huey Wu orders the mantis to attack his companions instead of him. Kaiying quickly tells Void Kun to send Xiaoyu and Su Tila into dimensional space. Huey Wu notices that Kaiying has Void Kun, which is space-type spirit pet which he was searching for so long. Kaiying has to finish this fight quickly. Su Tila and Xiaoyu can only stay there for half a minute, and also he is running out of energy to use spatial shift. Huey Wu sees this opportunity and tries attacking Kaiying with all his strength. Suddenly Su Tila notices that Da Bai's energy has changed. Da Bai was finally evolved. His advancement was successful and he was more stronger now. Su Tila orders Da Bai to kill them all. Huey Wu and his companions try to retreat, but Kaiying with his Cerberus and Da Bai surround them from both sides. Kaiying plans killing them as well. Huey Wu tells that if he kills him then the Iron Blood mercenary group will definitely come after him. Kaiying responds if they come to kill him as a revenge then he will kill them too. Kaiying has a fierce look in his eyes. Kaiying slams Huey Wu onto the ground and kills him. 205. Da Bai and Huo also kill other spirit pets, and their masters as well. Kaiying finally understands that being a spirit master is not all sunshine and rainbows. Spirit masters have to kill to survive each day. Su Tila and Xiaoyu reappear from the spatial dimension and see all this bloodshed. Kaiying was busy with the bodies. The smell of the bodies will attract the snow wolves, which is on their favor as they can blame the snow wolves for their death. Except the tusk boar, as he was killed by Huo's flame, it must be hidden. Su Tila gets astonished seeing Kaiying so calm in such a situation. Ever since the descent of evil spirits, mankind can never return to normal peaceful times. Evil spirits are not only enemies here in the face of Prophet brothers, can also go to an extent of killing each other. It was late night. They get rid of tusk boar as a problem by cooking it for their meal. Su Tila finds meat of spirit pet pig more delicious than ordinary one. Xiaoyu tells him to shut low as anyone might hear. Da Bai's advancement was a success and they have got 3 E-grade evil spirits too. There is still 1 day remaining for the end of assessment. They decide to train into the forest until then. Xiaoyu hears a sound from the bushes. It was Yi-King-hun. She looks all bruised up and seemed extremely dehydrated. She falls upon Kaiying. Kaiying tells everyone that she is his roommate. Kaiying tries to pour some water from the bottle in his hand into her mouth, but she wasn't able to drink properly. He decides it would be best if he transfers the water mouth to mouth. He tries doing the same, but Xiaoyu intervenes him. Kaiying justifies that it's just for saving her and nothing else. Xiaoyu asks to this task instead of Kaiying. Kaiying gives the bottle to her and she gives the water from her mouth to Yi-King-hun's mouth. She still doesn't wake up. Kaiying suggests to do a CPR and tries doing that, but as he was about to touch her chest, she wakes up. Kaiying gets startled and justifies that he didn't mean anything, he just wanted to save her. Yi-King-hun doesn't seem to be angry on him, which Kaiying finds very strange. Yi-King-hun tells Kaiying to call her big sister. Kaiying suspects why she is acting so weird. She says Xiaoyu just kissed her, so she is one of her people now. Xiaoyu wonders if she is teasing her. She was a complete different person now. Kaiying suspects if she has a split personality disorder. When Kaiying asks her about the wounds, she says she got careless while dealing with an E-grade mission. She almost died. Kaiying uses this as an opportunity for training and asks Yi-King-hun tomorrow to take everyone there. It would be great for training as it is a strong spirit. Yi-King-hun agrees as he was insisting so much. The next day early morning she takes them to the place. The evil spirit looked like an old tree. It won't be easy to deal with it. Yi-King-hun summons her pet Earth Rock Bear and orders him to attack the tree. Kaiying didn't know that she had 2 pets. He had only seen Blackie as her pet before. The bear approaches the tree for an attack, but a tentacle monster appears to stop him. The Earth Rock Bear grabs the tree but the tentacle monster and attacks him from behind. This evil spirit is not that much strong, but it is difficult to deal with. The monster tries capturing all of them with his tentacles. Xiaoyu orders Huo to burn away the vines, but the monster had incredible regenerative powers. It recovers quickly from. The vines also start absorbing vitality from Kaiying when is trapped inside them. Kaiying figures out if it goes on like this they will die here. This spirit is a wood type, so it should be afraid of fire. Huo's divine fire can injure it, but it's not enough to kill it. Kaiying orders 205 to perform a nether fire strike to see if the monster can handle attacks on both his soul and body. It deals lethal damage to the monster, so Kayang-sing orders 205 to do attack it again using Nether Fire Strike. The monster gets killed by this attack. Everyone congratulations Kayang-sing for killing and degrade evil spirit. Kayang-sing says it was just luck. It just so happened that Nether Fire Strike could restrain its regeneration. King-hin gets impressed by Kayang-sing and offers him the spirit's inner pill. Kayang-sing uses it. The system opens again and offers a vitality crystal as reward. Kayang-sing keeps it, thinking it would be useful to save someone's life who is in danger. King-hin now says goodbye to everyone and goes off with her bear without giving Kayang-sing his share of commission. They decide to return back as this is the last day of assessment. Teacher Jong-lin congratulates students who have completed the exams. They will now officially start learning the art of being a spirit master. Teacher starts announcing the respective classes of students. More than 100 students failed in this exams and only few students were left. Teacher says that there was a special circumstance during this assessment, and the academy has decided that in the top class there will be a special class which contains only 5 students. They are Sutila and Xiaoyu. Everyone expected them to be in this class. Then Zhu Lang and Zhu Yu. Everyone was surprised to see both of them in the special class as nobody heard of them before. Looking at their appearance, they looked like siblings. Lastly, Kayang-sing was qualified. Everybody was in shock seeing Kayang-sing qualify to the special class with his husky. The qualified students followed teacher Jong-lin. While following the teacher, the announcer which announced the rules at the beginning starts shouting at Kayang-sing and accuses him as the murderer of Zhu Wei. He says Zhu Wei was his nephew and Kayang-sing killed him. Kayang-sing asks if he has any evidence that Kayang-sing killed Zhu Wei. The announcer says he doesn't need any evidence to kill Kayang-sing, and he was about to attack him, but teacher Jong-lin stops him and says she won't allow him to touch Kayang-sing until he brings evidence, as he is her student. He is her responsibility. She protects him even if it costs being enemies with Zhu Wei's family. Now the announcer gets scared as Zhu Wei died under his jurisdiction. The family will blame him for his murder. If it weren't for teacher Jong-lin, he would have killed Kayang-sing, but still he thinks that when the time comes, Iron Blood mercenary group will definitely try killing Kayang-sing. Everyone wonders why did the academy make a special class for just few students. Teacher Jong-lin explains because your talents and the bloodline quality of your spirit pets have exceeded the expectations of the academy and are much stronger than those students in the top class. It'd be a waste if the academy puts you together with them. Teacher tells everyone except Kayang-sing to go get some rest and come back here tomorrow to officially begin the training. Kayang-sing wonders what must be the reason teacher wanted him to stay. His mind comes up with something naughty ideas. Kayang-sing tries flirting with the teacher and asks if they could go to a cafe instead. Teacher slams into his head with her hand and says he is not worthy. Look yourself in the mirror. No more fooling around. She asks if he has unlocked awakened state. Kayang-sing didn't get it at first, so teacher elaborates that the awakened state is achieved when the compatibility between spirit master and the pet reaches 50%. When that happens, the spirit masters are able to share a part of the spirit pet's power. When the compatibility reaches 100%, the spirit master and pet get merged and spirit master gets to use all the abilities of the spirit pet. Teacher says Kayang-sing not to look down on awakened state as it's extremely difficult to achieve. The last time teacher saw Kayang-sing beating Ironback Wolf using his own strength, so she thought he has already unlocked awakened state. Kayang-sing didn't know his compatibility percentage with 205, so teacher asks Kayang-sing to attack her. She says to go all out in the fight, she isn't scared of him. Kayang-sing also gets excited and attacks teacher, but she grabs his hand and slams him onto the ground. Kayang-sing gets up. Teacher again asks Kayang-sing to use his full strength, then only they can understand the compatibility level between Kayang-sing and his pet. Kayang-sing again tries attacking teacher, but this time she uses a powerful strike with fire attribute. Now the teacher makes the first move and attacks Kayang-sing. By the fear of being roasted by the attack, Kayang-sing uses soul shock. Teacher gets unconscious for a second. Seizing the opportunity, Kayang-sing attacks her, but she recovers instantly and backs off. Kayang-sing's one hand gets stuck onto teacher's breast. Teacher gets annoyed and punches him. Kayang-sing falls back. She asks what was the ability he just used. It got her unconscious for a moment. It was Soul Shock, an ability 205 has. In order to use Spirit Pet's ability, compatibility must be above 70%. That means Kayang-sing's compatibility with 205 is extremely high. Teacher reached 75% compatibility with her pet because they went through countless life and death situations together. So she wonders how Kayang-sing managed to get his compatibility so high. Maybe it's because 205 and Kaingsing have already been living together for 19 years, but teacher denies as if this is true then the streets will be filled with people that unlocked awakened state. The teacher didn't pry and understands as everyone has their secrets. She says that she will be teaching Kaingsing more about awakened state after regular classes. Kaingsing gets worried if he will have to pay extra for those classes, but teacher ensures him that she won't charge for these classes, and even though he has high compatibility with his pet, in his current state it won't be of any use in real-life battle. So she will be teaching him utilization of this power. Kaingsing gets cheered up hearing that and fills with joy. He finally comes out, and the first thing Sutila asks him if teacher did anything ambiguous with him. Kaingsing finds Sutila to be such a flirt. He introduces Kaingsing to other classmates Zhu Lang and Zhu Yu. Both siblings greet Kaingsing. Sutila says let's go to eat somewhere so they can know each other more. Kaingsing denies the proposal as he has to go for registration for being a spirit pet nurture. Zhu Yu gets a bit surprised after hearing that Kaingsing knows how to nurture pets. Sutila keeps complimenting Kaingsing. He is a great nurturer. The next time you can ask him to take a look at your spirit pet and he might be able to help them advance. Kaingsing being modest says Sutila likes to brag about him, don't listen to his nonsense. Kaingsing leaves. Zhu Yu wonders how Kaingsing is a talented nurturer as the outstanding nurturers usually are middle-aged or elderly people. The reason behind this is that the nurturer certificate is the most difficult certificate to get due to the large number of spirits pets in this world. The amount to knowledge is also very complicated. It cannot be mastered without a decade or even decades of study. Thus that's a profession which is highly paid right now. Kaingsing approaches the attendant and asks if there is an advanced or expert level certificate form. The attendant gets startled as Kaingsing looks even younger than her. The attendant says that Jiangnan City is only a prefecture level city. The highest level you can apply here is intermediate level. Kaingsing gets a bit disappointed and agrees on intermediate level. The attendant gets a little astonished and says Kaingsing to reconsider it as the test is extremely difficult. Kaingsing confidently hand overs the fees for registration form and says no need to worry. The test will be at 8 in morning. Kaingsing arrives at home and wonders if Kinghin will come out naked this time again. Kinghin comes out of the bathroom wearing a revealing clothes. Kaingsing was memorized seeing this beauty. Kaingsing addressing her as big sister says that she didn't give him the commission of last mission. Kinghin doesn't seem to remember anything and warns Kaingsing not to keep staring her breasts like this. Kaingsing's suspicion increases of Kinghin having split personality. The next day Kaingsing goes for the test. He handovers the form to the person outside and he lets him in. When he enters the room everyone starts murmuring that he looks very young to give intermediate level test. He must be here to just spend money. A famous professor comes in as the in charge of this test. He says that the topic of exam will be somewhat difficult and it is to revive a spirit pet that failed mutating, even better if the successfully mutates. A person objects Professor, this looks like a stone statue, not a mutated spirit. The professor scolds at him saying if he is not able to identify them why is he even here. Kaingsing raises up his hand and states that it's a gibbon spirit pet and because of its failed mutation it turned into a stone. The professor agrees that's right. You have 1 hour to figure out how to successfully revive this gibbon and you have only one chance. Kaingsing quickly comes up with a solution and asks professor to bring the following items. A vial of blood essence of an ape-type spirit pet or evil spirit at least of E grade. Then 10 gold and silver grass and a scale from mutated pangolin. Professor asks if he is confident about this as this materials are very expensive. Kaingsing assures everyone that he is 100% confident, and if this solution doesn't work out then he will pay for the expenses. Professor wonders what's the matter with Kaingsing's enigmatic self-confidence. The arrangements were done so Kaingsing asks to place the statue inside the boiling vessel. A candidate objects. The ape will die if it's thrown into the pot, then how are other candidates supposed to take the test? Kaingsing simply says that if anyone else have a better solution they may go ahead. The candidates still oppose him. Professor supports Kaingsing and says until he is a candidate too, so until anyone can come up with a better way of doing things, he has the right to dispose of this gibbon. The candidates' mouths were shut. The professor asks Kaingsing what is his thought process behind this solution. Kaingsing elaborates that the gold and silver grass and the mutated pangolin scale are both rich in gold elements. By placing them in boiling water the gold elements will dissolve in water. If gold is incorporated into the gibbon there is great chance that its fossilization will mutate into metal. The professor thinks why didn't he thought in this manner way before, this is basic knowledge. Still, it's unheard of for the nurturer to help the pet mutate through materials. About half an hour later, the candidates get impatient as he hasn't changed yet. Kaingsing says that the examiner said all candidates have 1 hour, so there is no need to get impatient. The professor wonders if such a small vule can help it evolve. No nurturer has succeeded doing this, but right now it's almost dead. It'll evolve by himself when we awakens its consciousness. A miracle happens and mutated golden gibbon of battle type and of perfect quality emerges out of the vessel. The professor gets impressed by Kaingsing's skills. He offers him the highest level certificate he can offer, which is intermediate level. He encourages Kaingsing and says with his skill set he can easily achieve an advanced level certificate too. Other candidates start envying Kaingsing. The golden gibbon grabs Kaingsing's feet. He indicates that he wants to follow Kaingsing. As he is a primate type spirit pet, he knows how to be grateful and believes that it would be best for him if he follows Kaingsing. The professor hesitates a little as the association has spent a lot of money on it, but agrees on handing the gibbon to Kaingsing as he believes that it's an honor for Jiangnan City to have a young intermediate nurturer like Kaingsing. So Kaingsing takes the golden gibbon near Yi King Hen's apartment. He names the gibbon as King Kong and performs the contract with him with the gibbon's consent. The system appears and says that Kaingsing will obtain 1/10 of King Kong's power. It asks Kaingsing to choose one skill from the spirit pet quickly. Kaingsing picks Indestructible Vajra and the system disappears. To test out this skill, Kaingsing asks King Kong to attack him with 10% of his strength. King Kong does as Kaingsing said. He was able to endure that, so he asks King Kong to add more 10%. Still, he was unhinged, so he again tells King Kong to add more 10% until it reaches 50% of strength. Kaingsing was able to endure King Kong's attacks. King Kong is considered a top-class E-class power-type spirit pet, so if Kaingsing can handle his attacks at 50%, then it means he will be invincible facing ordinary E-grade evil spirits and pets. Kaingsing handovers an ancient pillar which can grow small or big, long or short, and has a surprising weight as a weapon to King Kong. This weapon perfectly suits King Kong. Later on, he goes to school's training room where he sees Xiaoyu training with Huo Huo. Xiaoyu tells that teacher Jiang Lin has instructed everyone to do this training, which was to blindfold the spirit pet and let it rely only on master's command to avoid the baseball. This will improve the tactics, understanding, and trust between the master and spirit pet. Zhu Lang, although with his pet Xiaoba, seems to be struggling with this training. Teacher Jiang Lin says him to stop as his spirit pet is an exception for this kind of training method. Teacher then asks Kaingsing why he was late and didn't attend morning lectures. Kaingsing says that he went to take the nurture test in morning and he managed to get an intermediate level certificate. Everyone starts congratulating him. Su says he is proud to have a brother like Kaingsing who is an intermediate nurturer. Teacher Jiang Lin also appreciates Kaingsing for his achievement. The celebration can wait until end of school, so she takes him to sparring room for training. Teacher says that it's best that their training is kept at secret and she doesn't want the school to know that she is giving extra favor treatment to Kaingsing. Teacher explains that today they will be learning a powerful martial arts used before the new era came called as the 1-inch punch. It focuses on maximizing internal strength and gathering it into the fist, then releasing it with one punch. Kaingsing has 1/10 of the spirit pet's strength. He still can only use half of it because he doesn't know how to use it. So learning this punch would be beneficiary for him. Kaingsing asks, as 1-inch punch is so powerful, then why no one uses it in the new era? Teacher explains that only those who have awakened state can use a part of their it makes sense and will want to improve their martial skills. Because there are only few masters who can activate awakened state, not everyone can use 1-inch punch. Their training starts and Kaingsing starts learning the basics of the 1-inch punch. Later in the evening after the training, Sutila asks Kaingsing what kind of secret training teacher Jiang Lin and he do. He suspects of them both going on a secret date. Kaingsing laughs it off and says with Sutila's imagination skills he should be writing a novel. Kaingsing tells that he is planning to open a nurturing office. Sutila supports him in this and says that he will take care of all the expenses for becoming a shareholder with a split of 50-50 shares. Kaingsing agrees as he didn't had any funding except Sutila and he was worried about the expenses. Zhu Lang and Zhu Yu ask Kaingsing if they can join to they just want to gain some skills and salary don't matter much to them. Kaingsing agrees. After all, we all are classmates, so as long it doesn't affect your academic studies, you all are more than welcome to join the nurturing office. Sutila starts setting up the nurturer office in the street where there is a large flow of people. According to the standards of a nurturer office, he also sets up decorations. If anything has been missed, it will be installed soon. Kayang appreciates Sutila for being so fast and helping him. Sutila says time is money. The only thing remaining is the name of the office. Kayang firstly comes up with Divine Pet Creation Studio, but that seems too long. Also, everyone else don't use such names as it sounds arrogant, but still Sutila likes it. Kayang says arrogant names are naturally to be matched by qualified people, and he thinks that he has the qualification. Entering the office, Xiaoyu asks if Kayang is going to hire staff as they still have schools, so managing time here would be difficult. Kayang says no need. He is planning to take top quality goods route. He will only receive guests at specific timings and they have to take appointment in advance. Sutila interrupts, but in this way no one will come in the office. Kayang elaborates that as long as they make names for themselves there won't be fear of no customers. By making customers wait for a long time will result in increase in demand. The next day the nurturing office opens. Sutila wonders why there's no customer, but it's normal even though there is a large flow of people here. There are also a lot nurturing offices. Besides, they have to build reputation first as a nurturer, then things will go smoothly. Xiaoyu has an idea for attracting customers. A customer appears. He says that the name of this office sounds too arrogant. Kayang interrupts him and says it's none of his business if it's arrogant or not. It seems like this customer here is just to pick a fight. The customer tells Kayang he shouldn't have such attitude towards his customers. Xiaoyu walks in and shouts at Xiaoyu for picking a fight with Kayang. Turns out to be that he is Xiaoyu's brother. He says that it's just a small store and attracting customers for this store feels humiliating for him. Xiaoyu tells him to shut up and do as she said. Sutila and Kayang both realize that this boy is Xiaoyu's younger brother. Although Xiaoyu's is adopted, but still her father treated her like his own daughter. Xiaoyu thinks that Kayang is poor, so he wonders why her sister likes him. Xiaoyu beats him and tells him to get lost. Xiaoyu refuses. He now wants to see what's so special about Kayang. He asks Kayang if he calls himself a nurturer, then he must know how to nurture a spirit. Kayang, being modest, replies he knows a little. Xiaoyu arrogantly says that if Kayang knows a little of nurturing, on what basis he opened a nurturing office, and mocks him that he could get trouble if something happens to the spirit pets, and don't he dare to put the blame of this on his sister. Sutila scolds at him that Kayang is an intermediate level nurturer, and they even have a certificate for his qualification. Xiaoyu refuses to accept the fact that he is an intermediate level nurturer. Xiaoyu tells him to get lost and he is not allowed here anymore. He denies and brings his ice crystal tiger, which looks a small kitty, and asks Kayang to advance it to the next level. Kayang says that not only he can advance it but also evolve it and raise its quality. Xiaoyu says that if he manages to evolve Xiaoyu, then he will take back its previous words and apologize. But if not that happens, then Kayang will never talk to Xiaoyu. Kayang tells to bring 1 F-grade water type inner pill, 5 frost flowers, etc. After 30 minutes, Kayang tells Xiaoyu to drink the formula formed by the materials. Although it smells stinky, Xiaoyu seems to be liking it and starts eating it. A wall of ice forms near him, and after a while he comes out evolved into a ice crystal saber-toothed tiger. Xiaoyu quickly grabs Kayang's legs, addressing him as brother-in-law, and apologizes for what he said before. Sutila interrupts him as he gets jealous of Xiaoyu calling Kayang his brother. They both start fighting with each other over who truly loves Kayang. Kayang wonders why they are involving him in this. Also, what's true love? He doesn't veer in that direction. Now Xiaoyu asks a favor to Kayang. His dad's spirit pet became depressed and started vomiting, and no one could till date found out what's wrong with the pet. So Xiaoyu thinks that he can help the spirit pet. Xiaoyu was unaware of this as she recently entered into special, and no one wanted her to worry. Xiaoyu says that if Kayang is able to cure the spirit pet, then he would never get in way of him and Xiaoyu, and if he fails he has to stay away from Xiaoyu. In the President Zia's place, few nurturer were trying to figure out what was wrong with the spirit pet, but they were unsuccessful at it. They believe only Professor Dongfeng can solve this problem, and they invite him to come over and see what's wrong with the spirit pet. Xiaoyu with her brother and Kayang arrives at this place. Xiaoyu asks what happened to Lang Shu. Whatever it is, Kayang might be able to cure his illness. President Zia doesn't trust him and asks for his qualifications, as even top nurturers were not able to cure Lang Shu. Besides, he says that they have invited Professor Dongfeng, and he believes only Professor can cure Lang Shu. Kayang says that even Professor won't able to cure Lang Shu. Other nurturers get angry for Kayang to think that Professor Dongfeng is incompetent. Kayang guarantees that he can cure the Howling Silver Moon. Zia Luxing supports him and says that Kayang-sing is an intermediate level nurturer so he can do it. President Zia was not able to believe that Kayang-sing is an intermediate level nurturer, as only there are 5 intermediate level nurturers in Jiangnan City, and they have already invited one Professor Dongfeng. Professor Dongfeng arrives at the location and greets Kayang-sing first. He asks if even Kayang-sing was not able to cure Lang Shu. Kayang-sing says no, he hasn't tried yet because President Zia doesn't trust him for his lack of experience. President Zia asks Professor if he knows Kayang-sing. Professor responds of course Kayang-sing was the only qualified candidate in the intermediate nurturer test. Kayang-sing knowledge is so profound that it was in his hands he would have given him an advanced top-level nurturing certificate. President Zia now understands that the first 16-year-old genius intermediate level nurturer that was spreading around Jiangnan City was nobody else but Kayang-sing. Xiaoyu requests Kayang-sing to cure Lang Shu. Professor also requests President Zia to let Kayang-sing try curing Howling Moon Silver Wolf. President happily agrees and also invites Kayang-sing for a meal later. Kayang-sing already had a method in mind to cure the wolf, which was not difficult either. He explains that the poison afflicting the wolf is theobromine, which is not harmful to humans but it's extremely dangerous to canines. Theobromine is actually found in chocolates, so Xiaoyu asks if Lang Shu was ill because he ate chocolates. Kayang-sing says no, even if ordinary canines take a little theobromine it won't be fatal, much less the strong physique of the Howling Moon Silver Wolf has. So Kayang-sing and President Zia suspect that someone deliberately poisoned Lang Shu. They leave this matter for later as curing the illness of Lang Shu is the priority. Kayang-sing explains the method to cure Lang Shu in detail. President Zia still hesitates if Kayang-sing is fully confident about this. Kayang-sing says that he is 100% confident, and they should hurry the treatment as soon as possible. President agrees and provides him with all the things needed, and in about half an hour the cure was ready. Lang Shu drinks the cure and spits out all the poison. President understands that the Howling Wolf is feeling much better now, all thanks to Kayang-sing. He apologizes for Kayang-sing's earlier disrespect. President says that he considers Kayang-sing as a family member now. Xiaoyu blushes a little after hearing this. President requests everyone to have lunch together. Later on, while leaving, Kayang-sing asks if he can say something if it's okay. President says that he is family now so he can say anything freely. Kayang-sing believes that it would be best if not anyone else knows about Lang Shu's recovery. President agrees and says Kayang-sing to not worry about it. They arrive at the office. Sutila asks if everything went well there and if the president didn't cause any trouble. Zia Luxing says that why would his father cause any trouble for his brother-in-law. He says that president would even agree if Kayang-sing now proposes Xiaoyu. Xiaoyu hearing this gets annoyed and tells Zia Luxing to shut up his nonsense. The president arrives at the office with his friends. He says Kayang-sing to help all of his friends with their spirit pets. All of them, seeing Kayang-sing age, start judging him, that he won't be able to do anything. The president tells that even Professor felt inferior in front of Kayang-sing's knowledge. One of the friend tells president to not tell lies as this seems too much. He decides to test out Kayang-sing and brings out his spirit pet. He asks what does Kayang-sing see in this bear. For his surprise, Kayang-sing tells exactly that Rock Cudgel War Bear has been recently sitting in the corner alone and not hearing his master's orders, which was all true. The man asks if he can cure his bear. His physical condition was fine but his heart was broken. Further elaborating, he says that the bear recently fell out of love, and that's the reason he has been acting like this. The man remembers that a few days ago his friends brought a female bear spirit pet to his house. There they both had a good time together and they were reluctant to part ways. So that must be the reason behind this sudden behavior of this bear. The man calls the same friend with her bear again and explains the issue with his bear, and proposes to buy her female bear. The lady refuses to sell her bear, but she says that instead of that she would love to come at his place more often to visit. If he is fine with it, the man agrees upon the lady living with him. They both loved each other secretly but they were reluctant to confess. Unexpectedly, their own spirit pets brought them together. Watching this, all of the president friends were now more than happy to let Kayang-sing help their pets in exchange of promoting their office. Kayang-sing started making a lot of money as they got lots of customer after this. The demand was getting higher each day. But suddenly Sutila comes with a bad news that all their supplies have been cut off. And the reason behind this is the Iron Blood Mercenary Group. Sutila says that the status of Iron Blood Mercenary Group in Mercenary City is no lower than that of his family. The main reason they are opposing is that because of Kayang-sing's nurturing office their studios are not getting much customers. Kayang-sing believes that fighting the Iron Blood Mercenary Group head-on is the only option left for them. Kayang-sing doesn't seem to be a least bit of scared. Kaixing with everyone goes to the Iron Blood Mercenaries warehouse, which stores at least half of their inventory. Everyone wonders what's on Kaixing's mind. He plans to take advantage from a hidden place. He takes a plant and asks Huo to light it up with fire. Soon the whole area was full of that plant's smoke. Inhaling the smoke activates the inner animal nature of all Iron Blood Mercenary Group's spirit pet. They start going wild and attack their own masters. However, they won't kill their masters as there is a soul connection between spirit master and spirit pet. Kaixing takes advantage of this opportunity and sneaks into the warehouse with everyone. He summons Void Kun and asks him to take all of the things in the warehouse. It was enough resources for it to last at least 1 year. Sutila says that the mercenary group will go crazy after this as the materials in this warehouse were half of their inventory. Kaixing says they are merely paying them back for what they did to them. The head of mercenary group won't let Qiwu's brother get away with this as he was in charge of this warehouse. The next day Kaixing, while going to visit Uncle Yi, realizes that he has been followed but ignores it for the moment. He meets Uncle Yi and asks where is Yi Qinghan right now as he needs his commission fee for the celestial ancient tree. Uncle Yi responds that he doesn't know the whereabouts of his daughter. Suddenly Qiwu's brother with his companions barge into the room. He says that last night his warehouse was been robbed, completely wiped clean, and he suspects Kaixing for this. He says Kaixing to hand over all the stolen materials, then maybe the Iron Blood Mercenary Group will spare him, otherwise even young master won't be able to save him. He also plans to take revenge for his brother's death. Kaixing says he has nothing to do with both the matters. Qiwu's brother gets pissed and orders his companions to catch Kaixing alive. Uncle Yi interrupts them and says that they are not allowed to fight in his territory. Qiwu's brother warns him that he will be eradicated if he tries saving Kaixing. Uncle Yi doesn't seem to be scared of him at all. Qiwu's brother summons his spirit pet Iron Feather Eagle King and orders him to kill Uncle Yi. Uncle Yi also summons his pet Thunder Lion King. For everyone's surprise, it was actually a D-grade spirit pet, and it was very close to grade C2. The Lion King attacks the eagle and finishes him with only one blow. Now Uncle Yi tells Iron Blood Mercenary Group to get lost. Qiwu's brother realizes that they are no competition for Uncle Yi. They quickly apologize and leave, warning Kaixing. Uncle Yi showed his true colors this time. Uncle Yi asks Kaixing how is he going to repay him for this help. He asks a favor to Kaixing for this help that he lent him. He asks Kaixing to participate in the annual mercenary group competition in the mercenary city, that every mercenary group can participate. He wants Kaixing to represent Carefree Mercenary Group in this competition. Kaixing agrees on participating in this competition. Further, Uncle Yi explains that he wants Kaixing to win the first prize as it costs 1 million and there are 5 participants needed for this competition. Kaixing gets a bit overwhelmed by all this information. Kaixing asks half of the prize money if he wins. Uncle says that he has already given 100k for registration itself, so he can't afford giving this much share to Kaixing. Finally, the both settle on giving Kaixing 500k if he wins. The competition was tomorrow itself. Kaixing asks Uncle Yi why didn't he tell him earlier. Uncle Yi simply says that it just happens to be so that Kaixing came here today, that's why. Kaixing gets mad at Uncle Yi. The next day Kaixing with everyone in his class and Zia Luxing comes at the competition. Iron Blood Mercenary Group already has a well-known recognition for being the winners every year. Sutila apologies to Kaixing because he can't participate in this competition as he is the young master of this city. Kaixing says him not to worry as he has Zia Luxing as his replacement. The competition is a point system and each time you beat a mercenary group you get 1 point, and if you fail you lose 1 point. In the end, the points will be used to determine rankings, so Kaixing has to defeat all the mercenary groups to win first prize. The announcer announces the third match of this competition, which is between the Hungry Wolf Mercenaries and Carefree Mercenaries. Hungry Mercenaries are famous for their brutality, and in the last match their spirit pets ate the competitors' spirit pets. Everyone pities Carefree Mercenary Group as they are amateurs and have to fight with this mercenary group. The wolf mercenaries purposely keep their spirit pets starved to bring their full power under the effect of hunger. The leader of Hungry Wolf Mercenary Group provokes Kaixing to start the match. The match starts. Kaixing tells 205 to teach these wolves good lesson. Zia Luxing also joins in with his spirit pet and they both wipe out all the wolves by themselves. Everyone gets shocked. They manage to finish the fight within half minute, and only 2 spirit pets participated in the fight. The referee was overwhelmed by what happened in front of his eyes. Kaixing mockingly asks now if he would have to kill the spirit masters to win this match. The referee says they aren't allowed to kill the spirit masters and announces the carefree mercenary group as winners of this match. They gained 1 point. Sutila thinks that if they beat down their first opponent so easily it would be piece of cake winning this competition. Zia Luxing interrupts him and says he has nothing to do with it. It was all done by him and Kaingsing, so he shouldn't be really talking. Sutila shouts at him saying if it wasn't for his status he wouldn't be here standing. Kaingsing says Sutila to chill down. Zia Luxing is just a kid and asks as the preliminaries are over they have ample amount of time. Sutila agrees that they have time now until the next match and he would not pick a fight with Zia Luxing. Kaingsing suggests then they should all go to Demon Spirit Forest to advance their spirit pets. Everyone agrees. Next day at the Demon Spirit Forest they find a precious spirit herb guarded by an evil spirit. Both Kaingsing and Xiaoyu with their combined force finishes the evil spirit. They obtain the inner pill and fire spirit fruit. Kaingsing summons Voidkun to vomit out the juicer he brought with him. He makes a juice out of both of them and offers it to Huo Huo. She drinks it and advances to E6 level. Although most spirit pets would have advanced by 2 or 3 levels, Huo Huo being of higher lineage only leveled up 1 level. Next they encounter a money hamster. He is an evil spirit which isn't harmful and his ability is to look out for treasures. Since it would be quicker to find precious herbs with the help of him, they decide to catch him. They all surround him and jump, but their head collided and he slips away. Sutila and Zia Luxing's head get hurt as Kaingsing has an extreme physique. The hamster mocks them from a distance. They all get angry and launch their spirit pet's attack towards him. They succeeded in trapping him. Kaingsing says to Hamster that if he doesn't want to get eaten as a snack he will have to help them find precious herbs. The hamster out of fear agrees on cooperating. About 10 minutes later the hamster finds out a tempest fruit. Kaingsing says that these tempest fruits are best for Zhuyu's pet Xiaoyu as they have wind and lighting attributes. But these fruits are guarded by an evil spirit named Purple Moon. Xiaoyu says that let her go against this evil spirit. But Kaingsing denies and says let others try, it's a good opportunity for rest of them to gain experience. Zia Luxing attacks the evil spirit with his pet, but the evil spirit shatters his attack easily. Now Zhuyu tells her pet to attack him with. The evil spirit blocks it with an ice armor. She again tries a different attack this time which breaks his armor. Kaingsing gets impressed by seeing that Xiaoyu's physical attack is that strong. The evil spirit gets mad and attacks Xiaoyu. Xiaoba protects her with Earth Ward. Now Kaingsing understands why Xiaoyu's attacks are so fierce, cause she has a solid guard to protect. Even though Purple Moon is very strong, if they work together they can defeat him. Nextly Sutila tells Dabai to attack him. After a while they manage to defeat the evil spirit and gain the inner pill. This inner pill contains the attribute of both frost and lighting, and it might get Xiaoyu a frost attribute. However, there is no guarantee of 100% success. Xiaoyu drinks the solution and gets advanced. Zhuyu gets extremely happy and hugs Kaingsing. Xiaoyu doesn't seem to like this. Later she apologizes for getting carried away like this. They continue their search for treasures. They find a clear ice azure stone which helps Xiao Jingjing advance 2 levels. They also find a water embodied stone which contains both water and rock attributes for Xiao Ba to advance. Later they find a century-old meteorite iron for King Kong to advance. They also find a world flower which has space attributes for Void Kun. With the help of the hamster they were able to advance a lot. More time passed. They come across Yin Yang Spring. Seeing it, Kaingsing gets excited as the Yin Yang Spring contains the burning frost flower. It possesses 2 attributes that oppose each other, fire and ice. Moreover, it can only grow in a fire and ice Yin Yang Spring, so it's a top-tier material. It can help Dabai advance beyond imagination. Now Sutila gets excited to hearing this. Xiaoyu helps Sutila acquire this flower and tells Huo Huo to fly over and get it. When Huo Huo was just about to grab the flower, an evil spirit attacks him from water. Kaingsing quickly jumps in and saves Huo Huo and grabs the flower and performs a spatial shift. He gets a bit tired after using it. Sutila asks Kaingsing what kind of evil spirit is this. It's a 2-headed ice and fire snake. It's an D-grade evil spirit. Kaingsing asks if Huo Huo can still fight as her divine fire is good against that snake. But she is injured, so she won't be able to use her whole strength. Everyone launches an attack towards the snake, assisting Huo Huo. Kaingsing tells everyone to be ready for a fight to death as it's the first time they are encountering such a strong opponent. Kaingsing soon realizes that the snake is extremely powerful, so he sends King Kong to attack it. But the snake trapped King Kong with their body. 205 uses shock combined with another fire strike to stop the snake from killing King Kong.